about a year ago, I went on a trip to Montreal for my first ski trip ever. And when I arrived, the key was frozen under the doormat, the heating system was super complicated, and the host of the Airbnb wasn't answering any of my questions. Went on my ski trip, fell a couple times, learned that skiing is not my sport. And when I checked out, I asked a couple questions about, the heating system, how do I turn it back on or off, what do I do to check out? No answer. A couple of days later, I get a message with an e-transfer link saying I owe him $5,000 because the pipes in the kitchen are frozen. I was a student, and I was thinking to myself, uh-oh, parents aren't going to be happy. So we talked, and Airbnb helped out the situation, and we went through the insurance procedure, and I realized, well, smart devices would have probably fixed that. So I went out and explored a bit, what are the problems of managing a short-term rental currently? And the biggest problem is time. Right now, people spend up to 4 to 8 hours a day managing a single booking, some 2 to 3 hours, and it's a very fragmented market. There are solutions for individual little tools all over the place, 15 different applications for 15 different devices and tools. And so I bring you Alexa meets Airbnb, the home management super app that allows seamless control of the home by leveraging smart home devices and AI communication. Now, this is actually not the latest deck. I do apologize. There was an update sent, so I don't know why this is like this, but we're at currently 1,378 homes, unofficial letter of intents, with 68 alpha homes that are testing out our product. We're actually not part of the early stage anymore. We've raised over $100,000 in pre-seed round, for a pre-seed round, and we have interest in 21 plus countries with 12 property managers. So what makes us different is, there are solutions out there that are doing property management. They're focusing on property managers with individual little features to solve those host needs. What we do is home management for the direct customer, the Airbnb host, who doesn't necessarily want a property manager. And we connect with all of those different tools. So what makes us different is our product vision, a super app, a one-stop shop for homeowners, where we're offering guests the comfort and convenience of the hotel with the community and experience factor of the short-term rental. And we do that with multi-channel bookings, main dashboard, automated messages, unified inbox, financial reporting tools, hassle-free servicing, but more importantly, a select connect control system with direct access management, party-proof solutions, online home and offline home solutions, seamless access management, no application to download, you get one tap unlock as a guest. It's like a boarding pass for your flight, but this time for your Airbnb. And seamless communication, a chatbot that will answer guest questions. So no need for that situation with the Montreal. Currently we're connected with Duo as well as Jiffy On Demand and Beyond Pricing for other features. So Jiffy On Demand for on-demand home maintenance as well as Beyond Pricing for dynamic pricing, so you can always price your unit accordingly. Our current pricing model, which is being updated, I do want to mention that. Once again, this is for some reason not the latest deck that was sent. But we have a basic tier, a plus tier, 2% per night per listing, as well as the enterprise pricing, as we do have interest from specific property managers around the city. Our current business model is very simple. Assuming we can take 3.75% of the existing listings on Airbnb and VRBO, that's about 300,000 listings out of the 7+ million. We're looking at a $3.2 fee per night per listing, and that's roughly $110 million in revenue within 5 years. Current go-to-market strategy, we've got partners, amazing partners in the smart homes tech space and the vacation rental tech space. So Duo Insurance, Noiseware, Smart Things, Remote Lock, August Homes, Ecobee Minute, Ecobee still being worked out right now. And 68 alpha homes currently testing out the product and giving us feedback. And we're offering free smart devices for the first 5,000 signups within the upcoming weeks. So back to the story. What would have happened if Enso Connect was part of all those vacation rentals? Well, first of all, I wouldn't have had that issue with the key frozen under the doormat. It would have been a simple one-tap unlock. The heating system, just text the chatbot, I'll get an answer. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, right? And then my ski trip still would not have enjoyed skiing. That's not going to change, but at least the pipes in the kitchen wouldn't have frozen, and I wouldn't have had those issues. So this is not a solo, gig. This is, we've got our co-founder, Peter Solo, who I can see in the back over there. I'm our CTO. An amazing team, Egan, our designer, Olivia, content writer, she's right there. Max, product manager, and Tiago, our full stack developer, as well as our awesome board of advisors, Jeffrey Haggins, former CTO of Smart Things, Daniel Dubois, former market manager of Canada for Airbnb, current CEO of Key Living, awesome startup. Our lawyer, as well as Philip, CEO of AI. Right now, so we're selected for this prize, obviously. We've won first place prize of EO as Entrepreneurs Entrepreneurs of the Year for the City of Toronto, the Department of Computer Science Innovation Lab first place prize, and we've been selected, although Collision has had a bit of a change, level 39 in London, as well as the University of Cambridge pitch competition finalists. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was an awesome presentation. I really know the space exceptionally well. I was one of the first investors in Sonder. We built our own version of this. I think you're coming to CAM. We also run first front row ventures studio. I think this is really interesting. The one area I think you didn't really touch upon, which is really important to consider, is you have a lot of fragmented owners who are operating home sharing, but it's hard to win the market one location at a time. You kind of need to find a REIT or a player with a portfolio in order to make a dent in this market. So what's your approach? How are you thinking about that? How are you thinking, what is your go-to-market, and how do you get to that 100 million or 25 million in 2025 revenue?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go back actually to our slide about there we go. So one of the key partnerships that we're looking to formalize is with Jetstream. It's a company owned by Leaftown, and they have the direct integrations with all the top OTAs, so online travel, I don't know what the A stands for. But, and that includes Airbnb, Leaftown, HomeAway, Vrbo, and all the Expedia groups. So I think one of the key elements is currently we're focusing on the property management side because we do need those big players. We do need those numbers. But essentially, by having a homeowner mindset, we're solving the homeowner's direct problems. So that allows us to pivot from being a property management software to a homeowner software.
So in that case, while you might be a B2B business because you're business operators, it's really functions more like a B2C. So then what is the expectation of onboarding and the end customer, these homeowners, being able to adopt technology, set it up, and get it running?
Yeah. So that goes to the select, connect, control feature. One of the big things is I have my entire apartment, connected with different devices. Now that I'm partnered up with these guys, they keep sending me free devices to connect. And I've noticed, you have to set it up on an application and then another one and another one. So that select, connect, control feature where we have direct API integration with those companies allows us to really, you put in your username, your password of that device, and it's instantly integrated within our platform. So you can use that device on our platform without having 6 different applications. That's the case for smart devices. Obviously, for the case of vacation rentals, it's a mix of different features. The B2B play is a focus on numbers. The B2C play is the focus on the actual solution that we offer. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
If let's say a homeowner doesn't have any of the smart devices now, what is the onboarding process? How much of a service do you guys help the homeowner to onboard?
So the cool thing about what we've offered is that, and I'm going to answer that to the crowd also if you don't mind, is that we have a lot of features where you don't necessarily need a smart device, right? Scheduled messages, AI chatbot, all those things. If you don't want smart devices, you don't have to. The vacation rental industry, people are actually adopting those devices quite easily because they understand smart locks are really helpful. Noise monitoring, for example. You want to know if someone's having a party in your unit? Well, there's Minute Noise Alert, which allow you to know that. So adopting that technology is easy. The barrier for that is easy. And in terms of our partnerships, we actually have some unique deals with them. For example, Noise Alert, we get the devices for free. So we're able to offer those devices off to our customers and charge a monthly subscription directly through our pricing model so that they can smartify their home, if you will. It really depends on the device. Some devices we push users to get through partnerships and co-advertisement, if you will. But some devices we're able to just give out. I hope that makes sense.
So, good presentation. I'm struggling a little with understanding kind of like what does your CAC to LTV look like? We're kind of building on a couple of the questions here with getting somebody onboarded. You mentioned, these devices are cheaper, everyone's just buying them. I think there's a bit of confirmation bias kind of living in that. So I'd love to explore that a bit more. Like, what are the actual numbers, right? Like, how much stuff does somebody need to buy to put in their house to get them up and running so that it's good enough?
Yeah. So, obviously there's a lot of moving parts, so there's a lot of variables to it. It depends on the size of the home, it depends on how much integration you want.
1,200 square foot condo.
Okay, so on a 1,200, so we're looking at roughly $800 worth of devices if you wanted to be really smart. But ultimately, you can just opt in for the smart lock, and that might already be integrated. So I can't give you a direct answer with a number because it changes, per interest. We have users, they're not interested in smart locks. They just want to use Key Cafe, the smart lock box, which costs $6 every time they open the box, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't have a direct answer for you right now, especially considering that our current pricing model, which is being changed to a more subscription-based model, is currently based on averages, right? It's based on average occupancy rate, average negative rental rate, so 160 is the average currently. The average occupancy rate is 44.3. So, I can give you a number, but I don't think it would necessarily answer your question. I think it really depends on the types of customers that are interested in our products.